don't know. Got this nice, fancy new place I built up for myself, but I'm feeling a little sad. I'm lonely, so I think I'm gonna take, some water and some chips and sit on the toilet and just eat away my misery. No joke. I don't want to make too much light of people who are, sad or whatnot. But yeah, I need to accumulate some of this organic stuff, and yeah, eating chips and drinking water while you're on the toilet is it's silly, but it's a way of doing it. But let's see, 0.35, 0.4. Probably don't need a ton more than this. Let's stop at 2. Alright, well, I need the organic because I want to start growing crops. And I rearranged things, reorganized them a little bit. I've got my potatoes and cabbages here. I've got the apple tree growing here. I've got the wheat field, the soybean field, and the herb grower here. And something that these all have in common is that they require a starter crop, seeds of the plant that you want to grow. Except here, the mushrooms do not require you to have mushrooms in order to grow them. So I need 2 organic and 12 gravel. So there's the organic. I just need another bit of gravel, and I can start making mushrooms. So let me put my hood back up, grab the Sprite, and go grab some gravel. Alright, that processed extremely quickly, the stone into gravel. So let's take a look here. It is... Oh, these mushrooms grow very slowly. Alright. Alright, so I only have enough organic in here to make 1 mushroom. But if I then compost that mushroom in here, I should be able to double the amount of compost I get. That was I looked into the mod settings a little bit while I was in between. And yeah, so speaking of the mod settings, the other fruits and vegetables I can buy from economy stations, or I can collect them out of unknown signals. So, perfect timing. Let's see, the batteries are all finished charging. I'm going to disconnect. And wasn't even that rough of a landing. Let's head over this way, grab that unknown signal. The other thing I can do while I'm over here is take a look at the Simpsons Hope claim. I haven't actually looked at that yet. I'm guessing, based on the naming scheme, it's going to be another one of those places, how do I describe it? A ruin where everything's all rusted. There might be some guns left over. It's on the other side of a hill over there. But let's take a look at this unknown signal. Oh, hey, it's the one that has the medium-sized container on it, too. All right. Just wait for the parachute has been disconnected. Let's just bring it back to base. All right, let's check this out. Hey, here we go. I have some herbs. I have an apple, a coffee. That's always nice. And a little bit of credits, a little bit of construction components. And I have a button to press on here somewhere. There we go. Ooh, the metallic suit. I think I have that one already, but some of them are a little harder to get than others. Anyway, let's go ahead and throw the apple in here and the herb in here. Let's check on our... still no... Yeah, I'm at 54%, 55% on that mushroom. And that's cool. That'll give me some progress towards getting more of these things going on. That'll be cool. Nice. That'll be a fun thing to have going on in the background. I can keep working at it. But yeah, as you can see, I rearranged things a little bit in here as well. I've got this light is slightly purple colored for the mushroom, and up here I've got the interior slightly brighter color. Anyway, I like the way that this little room turned out, but you know, I guess all that really matters is that I enjoy it. Let me know what you think about it. Tell me if you think I should, you know, paint those back the color that they were when I scavenged them. And as for what I plan on doing this session, what is the stone? Oh, probably from when I was mining and they just got left over. All right, so what do I want to do today? I have this bunker to reposition over the top of these batteries. I'm going to turn this into a bit of a garage where I can park the buggy. I have plans to but craft a trailer for the buggy, because now I have the pieces I need to do that. Where are they? Here. Small rotors. And with a trailer, I can go out and scavenge much, not one piece at a time, bringing it back with the air speeder here. The other thing I could do is this air speeder. I gave it a little bit of shape with those fins on the back. That was just sort of on a whim. But I think I can get another reverse thrust and another left and right thrust into here without impacting the battery output too badly. Like, I've got, with multiple things going, I'm only going up to 64% of my power output, so I think I could have at least one more thruster going in the reverse thrust and one more in the left and the right. So that's what I'm going to be working on, and let me bring you back when I've decided what I'm going to do first. Alright, well, I just got back to checking on the mushrooms, and there are 20 of them. That's a lot. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like 1 or 2 maybe. But let's see how much organic we get. It's supposed to be twice as much organic as you need to craft them. So if that's the case, I'm going to end up with 4 organic. And yeah, looking at it now, if that ticks to 1 before that ticks down. There we go. Yeah. So I'll get 4 organic from the first batch of mushrooms. I have decided to work on the speeder. Its aesthetics are bugging me. I'm missing some pieces from where I was banging. Oh, yeah, well, when I was banging it around, what happened was these air vents, which I left that one the red color that it had come in, they are very top heavy. Like, they always want to fall on their face, even if you have them leaning up against something. And, you know, with the way that they are oriented, the only way I could think to do it is slap that rotor on the front here. You know, but that, of course, then meant I had, I was testing Klang's ability to interfere with my life. So let's take a look at this. I do like using the beams in through here. Let's grab some plates. What do I have in my... Yeah, whatever, okay. So let's grab some plate. This is the... here. Let's copy that paint color so it's the same all the way through. Here's one on that spot. Let's take that out. And let's put this in. I don't know if I want to do... I kind of like that look to it. I want to add some wing shapes. Oh boy, this thing did get banged up quite a bit when it was rotating. Alright, well. Another problem I have with the guy using him in combat is he takes damage really easily. Like, I've had this cargo container, or conveyor, or rather, I've had that conveyor get damaged by a bullet that hits like the corner of it. So I really, it's fragile. I cannot use it for much. Man, if I had a small grid railgun, I think that would be a lot better for doing these sniping attacks than this autocannon is. You know, but you don't have one, so it's what I can. I'm thinking the left and right thrusters can go in here. Let's grab this. There's not really... there's room in there for something, but I could just leave it as an open space. And then what I'm thinking of is something in this area. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, it's a shame that won't connect like that. That would be neat. Do I have anything else in this vein, in this realm? That's like a slope on a corner. This, maybe? Well, let me weld this up. I might end up slapping a couple of extra pieces onto it. But you know, that's the idea. Another couple there. Oh, and then the one other part here. How can I get it so that it would be swiped back? Probably by putting blocks in here. Ooh, do I have those neon tube blocks? I do. I don't have interior plates. Let me grab some interior plates. I really gotta see how this looks. Alright, let me weld it up and bring it back. Alright guys, here she is. The air speeder in, I don't know, her final form. I added a battery to the front to make it even on either side. I like the front landing gear attachment slightly better than it was. I added these wings on the sides that I just enjoy that. The little bit of slope on the back and then the tail on the top, that's actually the reverse thrust. And yeah, let's take a look. She's good. Now, another unknown signal came down just over this way. I suppose, yeah, there we go. Let's grab what we can out of that, and yeah, the stopping power is a lot better with that second reverse thrust. Side to side is better as well. Okay. And the other thing that I discovered that is very helpful, very nice. At the end of the last episode, when I had learned the small grid, large battery, but it was broken and not working for me, well, I figured just now, let's give it another shot. And it's working. At least it was working a second ago. Oh, come on. It was working a second ago. What is going on with that? Okay. I had just had it up and going. Okay. That's interesting for whatever reason. Double clicking it caused it to work, whereas single clicking it did not. So when I was in the G menu here, you can left click to add something to the hotbar, right? That seems to have stopped working with this for whatever reason. Here, if you double click it to add it to the hotbar, you can then select it. Okay, that is so good now. All right, I feel so much more confident now with this mining ship. Ah, that's a breath of relief. Okay, this thing is bleeping away at me. Let's get in here and just grab this stuff. Ooh, a bit of wheat. Some power kits, computers, better quality thing. And the button is underneath. Of course, it's underneath. No. A little ungraceful, but it worked. A cow helmet. Alright, well, this guy is good, and that guy is now, I'm going to decorate it now, and over here, we have 4 organic, which should be enough to make 2 mushrooms. Yeah. So, let's put the wheat in here as the seed for that. And now that I'm growing crops, let's check what I can make over here. We've got apple juice. Nice, 50%. Mushroom soup with pumpkin and herbs. I don't have the herbs yet. I could make bread. I could make Europa iced tea. I'm just gonna have to keep coming in and checking those unknown signals, growing up crops, composting the ones that I don't need to grow more crops. All right, nice. I am enthused by what's going on with all this now. Good times. Okay. Let's get batteries built on here and maybe consider doing some more. Yeah. All right. See you in a bit. So I've detached one of the vents from one of those buggies I brought back. And I am putting it down to the sprite here. Come on. It's a little hard to do this. There we go. Using those weld plates is definitely tricky. But now that I have a third battery on that thing, let's see where I am in terms of maneuverability on that. I suppose I could probably go get a load of iron. There we go. The merge blocks have a magnet function where they pull each other closer in. And that's why it's so much easier to park it with the merge block. But let's set those batteries onto charge. And hop into Sprite. Oh yeah, look at that. Not spiking to red when I accelerate upward. That is a lot of acceleration in the upward direction. This thing will hold quite a bit of material. Let's get to the mine. Here we go. Looks like I was here recently enough that it hasn't reset the voxels. Now, I know that I put that connector on the bottom, not the connector, the hinge part on the bottom, in order to be able to use this and go scouting for more. So now that I have good amount of weight, I might use it. So let's grab. I need lights. Use my headlights, my own lights for a moment. Here we go. Injecting stone, pretty decent rate. I had considered increasing the amount of stone ejection that I was going to utilize. Oh my goodness, look at that. I am full. Oh, and I have boosted extra acceleration upwards still. Aha, alright. I am all set with this mining ship. Let's take a look at... I have 2K in the cockpit, 1.4 in the connector, and 9 in each of the medium cargo containers. So that means about 20,000 total, which, hey, 20,000 per trip, pretty good. I suppose I should do that next. I'm going to go scouting for ore deposits. Maybe grabbing some unknown signals while I'm at it. Alright, well, here goes nothing. I am parked in about as good a spot as I can be. The hinge is off. There is no torque in either direction, no velocity. It is not locked. And attach. Okay. Now let's lock it. Good thing I have a little bit of this. All right, so now let's get that hinge. Unlocked. Here we go. Ore detector, we can have the range all the way up, broadcast, and it's on. Here, let's do this. Lock it again. And then I'll just get it tucked under the ship again. Locking it on the G menu might be useful. Go. That's... Where is lock? Okay. And there we go. All right. Let's go scouting. And you know what? There was like my first or second episode, I had, what's it called? A silicon. I found silicon underground over here. So let's go check it out. Well, it was silicon and nickel and gold. And interestingly, it's like on the side of this mountain right here. So that's pretty cool. Vein, silicon, nickel, and gold. U? Oh, I need to / GPS. A vein of nickel, silicon, nickel, and gold. Let's go look for another. The where the iron is, that is iron, nickel, cobalt. Hey, now, I was hoping that would be the case. Alright, so one of the things that you might find eventually is that if you fly in a line along the surface, you'll end up collecting multiple ore veins, even if the surface of the planet doesn't show the ore all that differently from the surface everywhere else. But look what we have here. Some silver, some uranium, and maybe something else, but uranium is that's what I've been looking for. With uranium ore, I now have an option to make a large grid ship. That's great. Alright, I don't have platinum yet, but I have silver. I'm going to see if I can find where the center of this ore patch is. The silver's way over there, the uranium's underneath me. Alright, well, you know what? This is good. And, you know, this is possibly a good enough spot to end the episode for today. I have built up some ships, I've done some farming, and I've done some scouting for ore. And thanks for joining me on Survival Records. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.